Hello, good evening, hi everybody. Good, let's get rid of the overlay. The lo-fi girl overlay can stay, of course. Awesome, I hope the music is not too loud. It definitely looks like I'm louder than the music here in OBS, so that's looking fine. Let's come over to our game window here. Controller's working. Yeah, it's been a while since I've flown on Flight Sim. Totally haven't been streaming for a while, so excuse me if I make like mistakes, if I'm not on the usual very professional level. Just give me a minute to get back into the game here. But I'm very excited for tonight. In total, I'm very excited to, you know, I just had a little break, but now I'm eager to stream again because stuff has happened. Of course, in the Flight Sim, there's a new version of the BAE 146, new add-ons on the horizon, and of course, like FS 2024 also coming this year. I want to get back into Kerbal Space Program. I want to get back into Derail Valley. I miss all my big machines. And now after the break, I'm, you know, just bursting with creativity and eagerness to get back into the air, into space, onto the rail, whatever. I'm just happy to be back on the stream. And we're gonna have some fun tonight with the Maddog, which is really my favorite add-on I've come to learn. Because like the last few days I couldn't really stream. You know, sometimes just life happens and you know, you don't always get to do the stuff you want to do, and I found myself really kind of daydreaming about flying, getting back into the Maddog again. Really, definitely my most favorite add-on. I do love all my classical jets. I do love the 146 and the F-28. But the Maddog, I don't know, it's just something so special about it. Also, I can't wait for the 757. That's just my type of plane, my type of era, you know, of planes, of you know, basic computerization, but still a lot of hands-on stuff. I just really love that. There's something to it for me. Oh, look at that, with the setting sun. I would love some challenges again, like weather-wise. Oh, hey there. No, like clouds, low visibility, rain and stuff, but the weather's just too good just now in Europe, and I don't want to artificially like start a storm here or so. I want to fly the actual weather conditions that are present at the time of flying. I play around with the, you know, with the time of day, so we can see better maybe. Now it's nighttime, it's all dark, so especially on YouTube you probably couldn't really see anything there. So at least for now, for the beginning, we're gonna have daylight with the, you know, the setting sun. And as we get ready for departure, as we get ready and as we get into the air and on with our flight, definitely the sun will set and we probably will experience nighttime also. But for now, it's good to have some daylight, just to have the plane energized, start up without the use having to use a flashlight or anything similar. I think that's just more convenient for the stream. We got the we can change the time of day in the simulator, so why not make use of it? But let's slowly come up the stairs here aboard the plane. Let's unzoom here a little bit. Get back to more human scale. And we're gonna enter the plane. That rotation speed is quite slow. That looks better. Looks like everybody's already here. The passengers won't show up, so yeah, I can say everybody's on board here. Let's, you know, come into the cockpit, switch over to cockpit view, and let's get this show on the road, shall we? Good. Ruby's here. Quick cockpit preparation from memory, just checking all the important levers are at their respective places. Flaps are up, and I guess also corresponding the flaps you saw it outside were just dipping a little bit because there's no pressure, but flaps up, slats in, speed brakes in, throttles in idle, the gears down, and the wipers are off. With one wiper, yeah, one up, and that's on park. So with that we can start the batteries. Let's quickly just go through the fire loops here, just test that real quick. No, wait, that stays on auto. So cargo fire and engine APU fire detection has been tested. Let's get the position lights on to let everyone know that the aircraft is indeed energized. And let's already start the APU, so we are self-sufficient. And I feel that the music is a tad... Is it too loud though, or is it just my earphones that are too loud? My voice should still be louder than the music. And hopefully the music and the plane will, you know, level themselves out, and I'm still louder than... I have to have an eye on the mixer, but for now it's looking good. That's kicking in here at 40% RPM, waiting for 100. EGT is rising in the APU. Can also hear it spooling up there in the back. And with that we're going to run.
Autopilot.
Bring the APU power onto the bus, left and right. This on run. Bring the APU air on. Let's see, that should be, you know, you flip a switch here and the indication is down here with the engine starter system. Why not? That makes a lot of sense. So does this come up automatically? No, I think we have to open the valves, right? Like these valves here. No, so we just have to wait, I guess. Can also turn the starter pump off, and I think it's the aft right fuel pump for the APU. Doesn't seem to be complaining anywhere, so that's fine with me. Look at pressure here now in the system. Let me just check for a second if we close the valves here. Yeah, that's measuring directly the air pressure that's coming from the APU. Now we have to, I think, bring it into the... I don't know where it's coming from, but I know we have to keep those pneumatic valves open until the engines are running, and then we can close them. It's a cross-feed system, right? And when the left engine is powering the left system and the right engine is powering the right system, we don't need those cross-feed levers anymore. But for now, with the APU air, we need them open, and with that we can already get the air conditioning to auto. That's all looking good. So we're getting some cooling in the back there. What's the temperature right now in Sweden? It was super warm in Germany today, and like the last couple of days. So that, I don't know, static air temperature 0 degrees. Is that? Not so sure if that's correct. Let's see if we can get weather information from Navigraph from this airport or the other surroundings here. And we're just gonna continue our flight from last time. I planned a flight all the way up the coast here in Sweden and over to Finland, and we basically did the first 3 airports, 2 touch and goes, or like 2 airports doing touch and goes and then touch and go, and a final landing here at Echo Sierra November Oscar, which Umeå, however that is pronounced, but that's where we are. And let's see if we can't get some weather information here. So it seems like Sweden hasn't really gotten the news that there's warm air. Well, it's quite a way away from where I am, Central Europe, like, you know, southern Germany. We're quite far up north here still, so yeah, okay, I accept 0 degrees, that's okay with me. So yeah, let's definitely get some air conditioning on already. Also, there's no real reason then to keep the windows open here. I did it out of habit because I thought Sweden was warmer today. Sure, I can't feel the air temperature of the simulator in real life. That's too bad, but that's the state of the technology right now. Right, so let's see. We can. We don't really need the tests, right? It's a sim. It's all gonna work, right? So we're gonna skip the tests. We're gonna have to do some rough flight planning now. I didn't do any flight planning. Let's see. Let's be full of passengers, 162. That's okay with me. Ton of cargo. Okay, why not? 3 tons of fuel per side. You know what? Let's go with 4 tons per side. Should be enough to supply us to fly for, I don't know, 1.5, 2 hours, including reserve and stuff. 8 tons is definitely more than enough for our purposes today. We're gonna again continue just up the coast, mostly visual flying, some light IFR, you know, following VORs and stuff. It's gonna be short hops. There's no need to go to a high cruising altitude and, you know, entering departures. We might fly an IFR departure, but that's all not necessary. We want to keep it low level. We want to explore the landscape and such. So we're only gonna enter and calculate what is really needed to get the plane into the air and keep it there. We're not gonna enter really a flight plan here, like a destination and a route there. Just, you know, the performance stuff, and again, maybe a departure. Let's enter a departure, but let's see if we're gonna actually use it or not. Right. And already engage the standby horizon. Why not? Good, you know what? Before we do anything else, let's start the boarding and get the plane fueled. Because that's definitely gonna take a while. Apart from that, no smoking. You know, today is off. You can smoke. Like, yeah, at least for 1 more week, I guess, in celebration of the new laws that are, you know, in effect in Germany now. So, no smoking off. Fasten seatbelts off for now. I think windshield anti-ice comes on right away. All this stuff for now stays off. Let's just have a quick scan here. But that all looks good and normal. I would maybe already, you know, just get the lights on so we don't have to deal with that when the sun goes down. So bit of that. Panel lights come on, doesn't make a difference for us now, but definitely later. Let's also get everything on here on the glare shield. And of course in the Maddog the light switches are all over the place, so might have to search some of them. But here everything seems to be working just well. Bit of flood here. Digital is already pretty much at maximum brightness. Let's do that same thing here on the other side. Pin light on, bit of flood, digital, very bright. And the same down here. I don't know what that small wheel up there is. I can turn just everything up. Can't harm, right? Also, we might now want to close the... Where's the cockpit door? Here. Good. Locked that. Let us come over here to the FMS. Let's initialize everything. Flying the MD-88 today. JT8D engines. Yeah, that sounds so about right. I know for a fact that, because I updated it today, we're current on the Iraq. So that's very good. Let's initialize our position. The airport is Echo... Sweden... and you? That where we are? Isnu. So gonna enter that here. Let's just copy the GPS position. It's on the other pages here. Nothing really of importance, right? So, again, let's... You know what? Let's just enter the last airport here as our destination, right? Echo Fox Kilo Echo. Let's just enter that here. And we're gonna have a short look here. Let's have that open. The weather. Let's not bother with listening to the ATIS today. We're just gonna cheat, get our values here. 140, so runway in use should be what? So probably runway in use 104, right? Good, and I think I have to enter... No, that's the 737, right, where I have to enter this to get V-speeds. Our V-speeds are going to be calculated over there in the Maddog. Good. No, we want to go here. And then we got scheduled fuel, we got 8 and normal burn. And zero fuel is 54.2. So let's enter that here. Reserves 3 tons. I don't know, doesn't matter for us. We're gonna stay low level, just enter cruise altitude 5,000 feet. cruise wind, let's estimate. We got 140 degrees, 4 knots on the ground, so plus 30 and double, that's 178. Ether deviation is minus 14 if it's 1 degree outside. Yada yada. Take off. Good. Let's come over here, do some calculations, right? Performance. Work at Echo Sierra November. Uniform runway. It's gonna be 1-4. No deductions, conditions, drive, laps optimum, wind, 1-4. 404. QNH. Why do we have to initialize every time? That's kind of a bummer, right? Just keep that open. QNH 05. Okay. Let's keep that up here and open 1005. Take a flight. What did you say? 62,150. That's 62 flat with 150 for the taxi. Sounds about enough. Outside air 1. Damn, there was a heavy passenger just there. Anti is off, packs on. Beautiful. Calculate that. 13. That's unusual. Never seen that before. Temperature 39, 125, 38, 47. Let's enter that here. We're heavy today. What? 38, 47. And like so. Flap 152, slat 195, that's good. And let me just for a second come over here. Like so. Good. So that looks good and calculated. You know what? Let's get our head-up display on already. That's on standby. Thank you very much. Boarding seems to be completed. Let's try the charts here. Not sure if I ever used the... No, that's new to me. I never used the Navigraph integration in the Maddog, so that's cool. Let's explore something new. Echo Sierra November uniform is here. Okay, it's touch screen. That's great, so that's 130, right? So that's 10 degrees deviation. What am I doing? 130. So here, that's it. I don't think we're gonna be doing an instrument departure, right? Don't really feel like it today. I guess with the update of the 146, we're gonna do next time. We're gonna take the 146. I think it's not like in the rotation of planes that I normally do. Like I try to fly all the planes like in a regular manner, so I stay, you know, at least kind of fluent in controlling, using them, setting them up and stuff. But I think, of course, we have to check out the update. But next time, I really had to take the Maddog today. I miss the old gal. So we're gonna take V2 plus 10 initially here in the speed window, so that's 157. Let's set our altitude of 5,000. I guess we can also already get the flight directors on. There's some violent shaking sometimes there. Let's just see, do we have a nav 8 here that we just can tune in? Doesn't look like it, right? Let's check here on the map. Let's see, 114.1. No, not the airport, but 114.1. So we're gonna set 114.1 here, and you know what? Let's see if next airport on our list, 54 miles, 13 degrees, and we're gonna set 113.4. Let's enter that here. Also, let's snoop around for NDBs, but doesn't look like it, so it's just a VOR. We can close that now. 1.13 degrees. We're gonna set that here. $10 degrees here. 13 degrees here too. Why not? And with that, the glare shield. Also looks like it's set up. And we're pretty much ready to go. 13 degrees. Let us set our nav window here. We're not following a route. I like to have my rows here, like compass and the VOR needle. I like that the most. So we're gonna have that here as is. Let's also, while we're here, set the altimeters 1005. Quick cross check here. ISNU is at 25, so that's saying 40. Like so, that's still 1005. That's close enough. 1005. Set that to about 25 feet. Also on this side, 1005, so Ruby has a correct readout. 1005. There you go. With that, let's have a look outside. I think our flight attendants, they already had our doors closed. We are here. The kitty is here. Okay, Siri remote, whatever. And we got 162 poor souls on board. 164? Don't even know. About 160 souls on board. And with that, come on, open the taxi chart. And we're gonna pre-plan. We're gonna prepare the plane for startup. Do the final preparations, you know. Let's get the anti-collision light on, which should get rid of the chocks outside. Just recheck that the parking brake is set here. And let's come here and pre-plan our pushback. like this and like... this looks good. Perfect. Let's come up here. System A, System B, System A, System B, System A is on today. That's how it's determined, by the way. Let's just for a second come here. That's all closed. Airplane is fueled up, so that's looking good. Getting all the fuel pumps on now, of course. The air conditioning comes off. We're gonna already uncage that. And I think the airplane is ready for pushback and also startup. It's okay, no conversation. Can release the parking brake. And let's go. So start valve is open. We can observe into rotation. I'm waiting, just waiting for 20% here. And with that, fuel comes on. Waiting for the EGT. But that looks like a good light off. N2 continuing to rise. N1 also starting to be observable now. Hydraulic pressure. All looking good. And the generator came on. With that we can close the starter number 2. Open starter number 1. While waiting for the 20% we can do what we forgot and pre-select flaps 13 here for takeoff. So I can set the flaps right after the startup. We got 20% N2 fuel coming on. Where are we? Just about to complete the pushback. Set the parking brake. And waiting for the generator. Coming on now, so with that, starter can close. That's coming to both for takeoff. The air conditioning can now come back on. The valves can close, also the auto brake can come to take off already, so we don't forget that later on. APU air coming off. APU generator coming off. And APU coming off. That seems that loud enough. I hope so. Hey there, Jet Set. Yes, that is indeed the DFO officer. He's just here for the treats. I'm flying alone, that's okay. Good, so where was I? APU. Like so. Good. Emergency light is not armed. Sure, we forgot that in the beginning. No smoking stays off tonight, but seatbelts should have been on before the pushback. Again, haven't played in a while, gonna make some mistakes, we're eyeballing it. Just doing some casual flying, but still I do want the plane to be set up correctly. At the end of the day, no warnings here. Gonna set the pitot heat to captain. All that's left here is park brakes on. No more lights. What do we got here? Rudder travel unrestricted. That's cool too. With that, we're gonna get the nose lights on for taxi. Can also already extend the landing lights. This goes to takeoff. Auto brake is armed, auto spoiler is armed. Slats out, flaps to 13. So where's my card here? There's a card. Takeoff data, 27, 40, 49. That's about the same what we have. Good enough. Good. Takeoff CG, is that correct? Should be. It should always auto set up, right? Takeoff CG 11.8, so that's what we have set here. 11.8, flaps 13, trim already seems to be set. There's a lot of stuff automatically set. I don't really want that, but I don't know how to turn that off. Anyway, that's set to toga, whatever. I don't think we're gonna use it for the takeoff really. You can get ready. Just taxi on the runway backtrack. Nothing really to it. Strobes come on the runway. Everything else. Do we have a logo light? I want the logo light on. Like so. Good. With that, do we have head tracking? Start tracking and... Good. Head tracking on. Park brake off. And let's go. I gotta activate the window here, right? That's my volume mix here. Flights might even be a little bit too quiet. Let's bring it up a bit. Good, approach sector looks to be clear. There's, as always, a car on the runway, but we're used to that by now, aren't we? Today we're departing from, it's on the east coast of Sweden, Umeå is the name. So, we're here in the grand scheme of things, right? Gotta be careful using my electronics while driving so the cops don't see me. That's not the correct color. Let's reload that. Not working. Okay. But not in Europe, Sweden. East coast of Sweden. We're getting quite fast here. Let's be gentle with the old girl. Good, more things we forgot. Set flaps, flex takeoff and a temperature of flex temperature of 39. And ART off when flex is used. Good. Disregard me running over the lights here. That's a flight sim problem. There really shouldn't be lights sticking out of the runway surface. Gonna have to bring up the power just a bit. Not too much to push it. You know, to bring the front wheel into slippage, to slip over the front wheel. Quite beautiful. We're using every inch of the runway, as we should be. Runway should be definitely long enough, but we're heavy today, so there's no use in, you know, wasting precious meters. And after takeoff, we're just gonna do a left turn and then intercept the needle of the VRR outbound towards our first airport touch and go. We're gonna at some point turn the autopilot on and, you know, prepare for our approach there. But for now, we're gonna concentrate on the takeoff, which is imminent. All the lights are on. There's no warnings except for ART in-up, which is intentional. Quick config check, no warnings when we advance the throttle. And you know what, for the takeoff at least, let's turn the music way down. Also, I'm gonna let's choose another camera angle here. Let's be somewhat in front of the plane. For takeoff, we might get some beautiful visuals, some beautiful cinematics here. That's not looking too bad, right? I'm just gonna have it like this, whatever. Good. Coming off the parking brake, standing on the toe brakes. Having a look here. And here, bringing up the N2, slowly advancing the throttle here. I'm going to use auto throttle today. I'm not going to set that manually. That's kind of fiddly sometimes. It's just now passing 1.4, and that's when it's really kicking in. So we're gonna turn on auto throttle. This will auto advance it.
Takeoff thrust.
Takeoff thrust set. That is checked. We're coming off the brakes, and we're rolling.
Clear. 80 knots. Cross check.
That is checked. Get off the runway.
V1. Rotate.
Go. And lift off. Get the gear up. Good, let's concentrate. Let's say it about 20 degrees up. Seems to work fine. Passing 1,000 feet, so let's let the nose drop even further. Already enter a left turn. Climb power. Flaps 11.
Climb thrust set.
Flaps up.
Flap 0.
And slats up. Or is it slats in? I don't really know.
Slats retracted.
Slats retracted. That's the correct phrase. We're gonna turn off auto throttle now. We're just gonna keep it where it is for the moment. Try to hold, or at least to stay below 250 knots. I'm prepared to level off at 5,000 feet. Good, 1,000 to go. Also, this comes off. This comes off. Beautiful. Oh, shot through that. Let's come off the gas. Not completely, but we don't want to go too fast either. Right, needle of the VRR is coming in, so we're gonna do a right turn, try to catch that. So we shot through that a little bit. But not too very. Still a bit too fast, so let's convert some of that speed back into altitude. Let's gain the missing 200 feet. Good. Can we have nav? Can we have altitude hold? Oh, no, 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 no. Yes, altitude. I saw that.
Altitude.
I know. Let's just let the autopilot handle that. Right. You know what? I'm gonna pause head tracking here. Since we're on autopilot now, we don't really... we get the time. Good. 250 speed, auto throttle on. Oh, nav is only armed. Heading hold. Okay, so we have to. Do we have to heading select to an intercept heading? Also, MCDU message no active route. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Heading select. Nav is armed. 5,000 feet armed. Let's have a little climb and then you capture, right? Altitude hold, heading, nav armed, speed 250, MCU message cleared. Everything is just fine. Good, you know what, let's just check the DME here. Oh, that's this here. DME2, 35 miles to go to our first airport. That's more than enough time that we need. Look! Oh my god, we chose another day with the... It's a solar eclipse. Look at that, man. I wasn't even thinking about that, man. Man, but I think we missed it. Doesn't matter, man. That's still super cool. We can play around with the time of day later and see if we can't get, you know, a more total eclipse. But that already is looking super cool. Yeah, look, it's leaving there. You can see it. You can actually see it moving. Of course, IRL you never should like stare at it like that, but in the sim you can, and you can see it getting bigger, man. That's I'm exploding with joy just now. I didn't even think about the eclipse today, but surely, yeah, you can totally see it from Sweden. You can see it better, of course, in over in the US, but damn, that makes me happy. Sir, did you not... Oh, I'm very stupid. View R. Set the view R, not nav. There's no nav. There's no active route. Of course we want to have view R. View R is armed now. Oh man. Good, you know what, let's see. What's our next airport? Echo Sierra November. Sierra. No. Echo Sierra November. Sierra. What do we have? 8,000 feet. That's good, that's enough. Do we have approaches? Okay, and no ATIS, right? Gonna open the airport here. Let's see whether 244 knots. 240, so that's gonna be runway 28. Let's lock 28. We're at 18 miles to go. Good, 276-1095. You know what? How can I unarm that? What's the difference between push and pull? Heading select? Ah, heading hold. Okay, okay, okay. I just want to have heading hold. Then I want to have 276-1095. Two, 7, 6, 1, 109, 5. That is receiving. That is awesome. Well, we at I can check the DME 2 here, right? 11 miles to go. So what? Altitude 2,500. Good. 2.5. Let's go 1,000 feet per minute. 230. Not gonna fly the arc here or anything. Just gonna, you know, cross the field and fly outbound as usual. We're already, you know, we can come in directly, right? You know what? Let's come over more. About like so. You know, still closing in, but pretty much going downwind. Just for now, we're also gonna set 276 here on the VOR. That's also gonna be in rows, so that we can just glimpse over and see our situation really fast. So 276. Do we need... You know what? Six more. We're gonna...
2,500.
I don't know if we have to have 1095 on both sides for approach mode. Shouldn't be, right? Maybe for landing, but for approach mode one should be enough. Good, we're nearing 2,500. Also Glide is coming in. Let's get that ready for landing. So we're gonna stay at 28. That's gonna be 144 knots. Like so. And that has to go to cruise, right? Good, we've flown outbound more than enough, so let's bring her over on an intercept course. Let's do a... You know what? Let's do an 80 degree sharp, really sharp intercept here. And let's just activate. Let's just arm approach mode. Let's see what the plane does. Bring the speed down to 200 in preparation for, you know, sled extension. Oh, this is not getting bigger, it's just getting smaller.
Stabilizer motion.
Stabilizer motion. Why are you alpha speed? What does that mean? Can we do it like this? I think it's okay at 240 to extend the slats. That should be fine. Oh, we did overshoot big time here. But again, let's see what the just see what the plane does. Also, this needs to. This needs to be cleaned up before we go to flaps 11. Localizer captured. Yeah, right. What are you doing with the glide? Can we... Oh, I gotta set the altitude down to capture the... But it's tracking. It says that it's tracking. That is good. Oh, okay. Didn't want to use the rudder there. Cool. But let's concentrate. Come down to 160. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
I mean, we're way off centerline already on the glide. Wouldn't do it like that in real life, but again, it's a sim, and it looks like we're gonna capture that just fine. So. That is so cool, man. But let's come to 150 flaps 28 for the final. Super cool. Let's get that to go around already. And then we're gonna do a manual, a go around manual touch and go. Getting low, we're not on center line really.
200.
I'll put it off. Not doing that like that.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That was a hard dunk. Go around. What are you doing? Gear up. Good. Also, of course, we want to have head tracking on here. That's 2,000. That's more than enough. Let's get flaps up, slats out. And let's come downwind. Good, staying at 2,000 here. There's the airport. There's downwind coming up. 220, we're still speeding up, so come a bit more off the EPR. Let's try 1.2 in that ballpark. Let's see what happens. Also, let's not climb, retrim the aircraft. Come off the gas even more. Need to slow down a bit. That's the airport. Let's come off the gas completely. Speed brake out. Flaps 11. Good, we're gonna aim. Where's the airfield? We're gonna aim for this white. No, we're gonna keep that in mind. Can start descending already. Flaps 15, gear down. Whoa, okay. Rodeo. Airport to our left, that's perfect. 2,000 feet a minute is maybe a bit excessive. Let's come around. Yeah, let's shell out the descent. Introduce some gas here, so as to not get too slow. We're definitely below the glide, so let's shallow out even more. Flaps can come to 28 now. Good, so we set up here, that's all good. Good on the glide, let's catch the center line, let's catch the last glimpse of the of the sun. Of what is left of our sun. I need a bit more of the gas to keep the speed here.
500.
We're a bit low, we need to shallow out. And ended up way too high now. That wasn't good. Gonna do that again.
300.
Bit fast here.
200.
Aiming for the
100.
touchdown markers. 100 to go.
50,
Speed is good
40,
now.
30. 20,
Nose up.
10.
Did we jump? We jumped, right. Let's not touch down a second time. Introducing gas. Let's stay in the ground effect above the runway. Till we're starting to kick in speed up. Let's not explode the engines. Gear up. Also flaps 11.
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Yes, yes, yes. It's okay. It's all okay. Where's that click spot? Oh no. 2,000 feet, barometric. Bring the birdo down. Good now, flaps 11. Flaps up. What are you bitching about now? Come on. Good, we want to go out of toggle mode, we want to... Come on. VMC minus 3 degrees. That's good, we're 200 feet high. Not a problem. Speed is looking reasonable. Still climbing. Let's bring the bird below the horizon. Bit less EPR. Still climbing here. Look at that. Good, coming back to idle now. Starting the descent, flaps 11. I've been a bit too fast for that. Let's have some speed brake on for just a second. That's 200, gear can come down. And flaps 15. And now coming off idle. Don't want to come in too steep. Again. Passing 1500. It's not looking too bad. Definitely below the glide, so...
1,000.
Flaps 28 now. Good. Again, we are below the glide, but that's no problem. Now only half dot deflection, that's okay. Coming up on the center line too. Not perfect in execution, but not too bad either. I'm going to now bring the bird more or less on the puppy lights. Bit to the right of the runway. So we can catch the center line. But as you see, the 3-degree line now pretty much perfectly aligned with the puppy lights. Speed's looking okay.
500.
That is exactly what we want to see here. But it says 4 red. That's strange. The ILS says I'm too high, the puppy says I'm too low, and I say we're just
40,
perfect the way we
30,
are.
20, 10.
That was violent.
Butt lap. Stabilizer. Butt lap. Stabilizer. Butt lap.
It's all good.
Stabilizer. Butt lap. Stabilizer.
Fast freight, gear up.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I don't know what you want from me.
Landing gear.
I mean, we're at go around power.
Landing gear.
So what you mean landing gear?
Landing gear.
I don't know. I don't know what she was complaining about just there. But flaps come up. And sleds come in. But let's come over. You know what? Let's come over to the heading marker. Bring the heading marker to northbound course. Let's bring that over here. And of course, climb power. Oh, come on, it's so fiddly. Good. What do we want to arm? Like 10,000 for now. Vertical speed, heading. You know what? Autopilot comes on. This comes on. Oh man. Should have... No. Should have set my speed earlier. Oh man. That's not good. $250, please. That is loud. From the outside it's loud. I'm always stepping on the rudder when I use the controller here. Look, there's the sun coming back again. That's awesome. Good, that's working. Altitude hold, heading hold. That's all working fine. Perfect. Good. That means for now, head tracking comes off. How cool is that? Let's have a look at our next airport here. 115.1, let's set that here already. And we can receive that, that's awesome. So I guess we can just put it direct. I need a short break. Good, that's what? 48 miles. Let's be a bit slower. Just so I have more time. More time. Well, that should capture just fine, right? No use in thinking otherwise. Good. Again, I'm just gonna leave you with the plane for a second. Be right back. Good, I'm back. Where are we? Tracking inbound. And 15.5 miles out. That is great. I guess we're probably way too high, so that's already arm that vertical speed. Let's come down 1800 feet per minute, why not? Just gonna already extend the slats
extended.
and the slats here. So this should go to cruise, right? And now go around. Let's just recheck here the name of our airport, Espa. Can we? Is that too far to cross over? We might want to stay in Espa. That is a long ass runway. Do you have approach charts for me? First of all, do you have weather for me? No wind. No wind, nothing. Negative temperatures though. And is that the airport there? Oh, we got 307 degrees, so yeah, that's pretty much 7 miles. I think that's that. Pretty much coming perpendicular to the runway now. Look at the reflection. That's cool. Come on. P-A. Yeah, what do we want? 1-4 or 3-2? No. Wanted this. Let's go for 3-2. Come in over the sea. Can we? You know what? Let me test something. Can we? Heading hold. Okay, but the heading hold. I cannot bring that up by pushing it. But I want to go from VOR to heading select, just as we cross the station, right? And then we're going to go 127, basically outbound from here. So let's set that here, heading. Also. One, 2, 7. Maybe that's why we intercepted so badly. We didn't have the full range of bank angles. That might have been a problem. So that's the airport there. Look. Good, we're flying outbound. I just locked 3, 2 out of 2,100, so let's descend there. 2,100 vertical speed. Let's go 1,000 per minute. Or 1,200. That seems about right. Good. This is... It's not a very good resolution. You have to zoom in here. So that's ILS DME, so can't do a localizer approach, an exclusive localizer approach, right? Doesn't matter. So let's enter 109.9 here. And 307 degrees. 307 degrees.
2,500.
Perfect. We are crossing the glide slope here, and I think with that we can already prepare ourselves to take over. Enough with the autopilot. That's not what we are here for. Good. Head tracking comes back on. I'm just waiting for the plane to reach 2,100. And then we're gonna take over.
Autopilot.
Good. And good. And let's come over. I'm gonna come off the gas a bit more even.
Altitude. Altitude.
Our altimeter was set way wrong, and I don't know why.
Altitude.
Let's climb a little bit. Climb back to 2,100. I did automatically set the barrel sometime in the last 10 minutes by pressing B, but apparently I messed something up. But no, 1002. I read 1003, but that's okay. One more or less. That doesn't matter. We're flying ILS. We're having great visibility here. Shouldn't be our concern here. Let's bring over the heading bug. To runway heading already. I want to go for a more shallow intercept now. Otherwise our speed 215. I think we can go for the first stage of flaps now. Flaps 11. And there's the needle coming in, so turning a bit steeper now. We're overshooting anyway. Doesn't matter. But like so. Gotta sit a bit higher, right? And blasting through the center line a second time, doesn't matter. We're just oscillating from left to right. And sometime in the future we will eventually hit the center line and stay. Good. Is it about 2,100 feet? That's great. And keeping this config until the glide slope comes in. That is looking well trimmed out. Let's set our viewpoint here. Why not? Like so. Good, glide slopes coming in. We can put the gear down now. Flaps 15 and yeah, already pretty much starting to descend.
Gear down. 3 green.
Also gears down. And put the bird on the runway, 3-degree line, pretty much where we want it to be. We're on the glide, we're on the center line, more or less. That's great, that's all great. Also, where's my chat window? I can't see it.
Altitude.
Yes, there's altitude.
Altitude.
That's stressful. There's my chat window. Not that anyone's writing at the moment. Shedding a single tear. F's in the chat for the missing chat messages here. Still a bit low. Let's point to about 2 degrees down. Maybe like 500 feet per minute.
1,000.
And going flaps 28. And further reducing the speed. I guess we're gonna do one touch and go. Definitely. And then full stop landing. If the landing's good enough. If not, another circuit. Good, that's all lined up nicely. Only thing is we are just a bit too fast still. That's not a problem. We got time, coming off the gas a bit more.
500.
About 1.05 on the EPR or something. That's gonna reduce our speed nicely. Also a bit low, so shelling out the descent and regaining that altitude. That's gonna cost us another few knots. So 150, that sounds about right for the touch and go. Let's stay there.
200.
Just keeping the bird here on the touchdown markers. Really disregarding the lights now and the ILS. They are
100.
again not on at the same page here.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Why not?
Buck lap. Stabilizer. Buck lap. Stabilizer. Buck lap.
Up.
Stabilizer.
Rotate. Up. Come on.
Stabilizer.
We need more. A bit more power. Gear up. I think it really... It's really... Man. I find it really hard to set the power in this aircraft.
Altitude.
That's Philly.
Altitude.
Flaps 11. It's getting away from me. I wanna set that somewhere where it doesn't bother us. Good. We got 220. We got flaps 11 out. Let's get flaps up, slats out. Where we're height-wise. Blasting like a rocket through 2,000 feet. So let's force the nose down. Left turn. Allow ourselves to speed up to 210, 220, something like that. And then the EPR comes way back. Like so. Still speeding up. Yeah, we got way too high on the EPR here. But like so. 230, yeah, that's cool. Airport somewhere over there. Good. Don't have the glide slope yet. And the glide slope has come in, so gotta go full idle here. Gear comes down for, you know, for air resistance. We just saw our landing light, our nose wheel landing light coming in, pointing up in the sky and then descending with the landing gear. So that's a really neat detail. Also starting the descent, of course, now. As long as we're above the glide, definitely, so let's descend. Flaps 15. We have a visual, so let's come over. Descend further.
1,000.
Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. And we're gonna shoot through the center line. Come on. Flaps 28. We're still at idle.
500.
That is super unstable. That's a go-round. That's a definite go-round. That was nothing. Good. Go-round power runway heading. Nose up. Gear up. Flaps 15.
Landing gear.
That's okay. That happens. We're gonna stay at flaps 15. 1,000 feet. Come around. Let's say 1,100 is probably better. Airport is at 120 or so feet. So let's stay up about 1,000, about 1,000 above field elevation is what I want to say. Good. 200 knots is might even be a bit too fast. Let's come back to 180 or so. With flaps 15 out. Still too fast. So reducing the EPR further. Come on. Good. Trimming out the craft. It's really getting dark out. And once again, let's just for a second trim out the plane. Let's come outside and let's have a look at the gear animation. That looks cool, especially with the nose wheel, right? They were coming through the glide, so let's now slowly come over. Flaps can come to 28, can drop the nose a bit, so as to not climb, but also not excessively descend. And let's see, we're gonna plan for a full stop landing now. Auto brake stays off for this, that's okay, we can do it without, but the spoilers are armed, gonna do full flap. That was the center line. Where are you? Again, way below the glide.
500.
So that's definitely not the style of flying you should copy. Gonna level out here for a second, 400 feet. My goodness. Flaps full now. Just waiting for the glide to come in.
Flaps 40.
Also using the level section here to lose some speed. We're now at a final approach speed. That's good. The center line's coming in.
400.
The glide should be coming in any second now. This time we're gonna follow the puppies and not the ILS. So just waiting for the white light. Or the white lights to come in. Visually, I'm expecting that now to happen, really. On the ILS, we're just on the glide. And puppies I can't really see with the overlay, but we got one white.
200.
That's okay. 140 knots. That's great. That's right on the spot. Look at the speed bug.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on. That was beautiful. Forgot the key for the for the reverse. Embarrassing.
Lights out.
Reverse lights out. Coming on the brake. Again, I come totally unprepared. I don't know where to vacate to. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's check the taxi map. Can I not activate the pin? Why not? Good, I need head tracking to stop for a second. Okay, that's working, but the pin is not working. Am I at ESPA? I am. So, okay. No pin here. Whatever. We're landing runway 32, so vacate to the right. Let's try it. Can we have... There's the taxi map. And there we are. Just for redundancy, let's keep that open. Let's reset the view here of the brake. Good. APU to start. Slowly, slowly. Don't overdo it. There's no need to rush, no need to panic. How do I... Like so, okay. Don't fumble around and drive, man. That's not good. Oh man, that head tracking. I probably really should turn that off. Use the mouse wheel here. Like so, like so, like so. This goes to run. There's a fighter jet in the way. I'm gonna take the next taxiway to the left then. Yep, all looking good. APU gen off. Why is that? I'm gonna check that in a second. Or is it because the engines are running and it comes... Because it's illuminated, so it's available and then it's set to on. So I guess this will extinguish once the engines are out and the APU is the only power source there. I think we just want to taxi straight in there. I think so, right? And that apron here should really be illuminated, right? Normally I would turn the taxi light off now so as to not blind the ground crew, but I have to keep it on since that's not how it is in real life, of course. You know airfields, it's always very bright. It's also... That's really close to the building, right? That's not a stop line. I'm gonna stop a little bit before that. Like here. That should be good enough. We got exactly 2 hours. That's great. That's a great time for a stream. So again, rechecking. APU air, APU gen is on. Gonna open the crossfeed valves, and with that, engine 2, engine 1 coming off. That comes to off. That was in standby all the time, but again, it's a sim. We're not flying that sim, so screw the transponder, we don't need it. We don't, of course, need the flight directors anymore. We don't need the anti-collision light. Engines are off. We do need... I can't see where the floodlights ground. That's for the outside. Yes, we can keep those on, right? Look, that's looking cool. That's looking cool right there. Please come on. The seatbelt signs come off. That comes off. We're gonna keep that on for turnaround. All the fuel pumps except aft right come off. Starter system, all that comes off. That really overhead is looking good. We have so look at that. Opening the cockpit door. You can start to unboard. Did we even open? Do they don't open the doors automatically. That's too bad. Good. We're gonna keep all of that on. It's just a turnaround. And letting all the folks off. That was fun. That was fun today. I'm glad. I'm glad every time I can sit in the Maddog and fly it. I just love that plane. What a cool jet. A ton of fun to fly. Good, but with that, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. That was very successful, that was very fun, and I hope for you guys it was fun too. You enjoyed the ride with me. And yeah, just thank you for coming along. If you like the content, follow me on Twitter. Leave a like on the video on YouTube and follow me there also. You know what to do, you are capable viewers. And until next time, take care, have a nice night, and bye bye.